Is anybody listening? I wonder, can you hear me? A voice in the wilderness. I wonder, can you see me? Trouble is on the land. Every man against every man. Sister, I wonder, can you stand? Come here and take my hand. Grab the babies and get my gun. On the street is on its own. Sober up real quick. Put down that glass stick. No more puffing on your cigarettes. Get ready for the party tricks. Is anybody listening? I wonder, can you hear me? This voice in the wilderness. I wonder, can you see? Some are here and others are gone. Concentration camps, damn, they wrong. Hush, be quiet, don't say a word.
Brothers, hold on to your sisters. Brothers and sisters, hold on to your babies. We're gonna be alright. I know it don't look good right now, but put your hand in the hand of the Most High. That way you can't lose. Keep on pressing on. Keep on pressing on. Keep on pressing on. Alito family, peace, peace, peace to you all out there in the diaspora. tuning in to your brother. Brother Dawa here on my extension of the Yah's Real Hour on the internet. I'm going to burn a little bit of frankincense and myrrh here to get things cracking, right? Y'all like and share the video so it can travel through the algorithms. But then again, those that's supposed to see it will, and those that won't. That's just the way it's going to have to be. Now, family, I got a few things I want to say concerning the Oscars. You know how much an Oscar is worth? It take about $400 to make an Oscar. One single stupid-looking little Oscar. One single stupid-looking little Oscar. It take about $400 to make, but it's only worth $1. Ain't that something? See how the elite Freemasonic demons of the world can have us fussing and arguing about a show, about something that happened on a show, where they giving folks trophies, that's grown folks, for getting on TV and acting. I don't even understand how we still enjoy watching award shows where our people get on TV and accept an award for acting. Ain't doing nothing to benefit us, just acting on TV. I don't think we pay no attention to the programming. You know, the television is about programming. So what's the reason for the programming? That's what we need to be watching TV for. When you watch TV, you can actually harm yourself if you don't watch with your third eye open up. If you don't watch for the direction the director is taking you in, or the product that the producer is trying to produce in you, then you wasting your time watching TV. You're going to be spelled. You're going to have a spell casted on you. That's why it's called broadcasting. Because they're casting a spell abroad through what they call a television, where they tell their visions. And when you're dealing with Hollywood, you need to always follow the money. You need to always follow the money. If you follow the money in this situation, you run into Pfizer. Now let's deal with what took place, or where this whole situation took place. I'm going to connect Pfizer in a second. But this took place on a stage, right? Some famous sodomite, pale-faced monkey sodomite years and years and years ago said that the whole world is what? A stage. So picture this. We have the Oscars. Like I said, where grown folks, a show where grown folks, actors, just actors and actresses supposedly, get awards for playing a role in a movie. And this role playing takes place on a stage. These characters that Hollywood employees are always in character. So don't think that the only time you watching a movie or something staged, and whatever is on a stage is staged, don't think that you're just watching a movie when you watching. Don't think that you're just watching when you're watching a movie, that's the only time they're in character. No, they are never out of character. And the camera, as long as the camera is rolling, Hollywood is deceiving. As long as the camera is rolling, Hollywood is trying to direct your attention, trying to produce a product which is within you, and a result through their casting of a spell, their broadcasting. Hollywood is wood that's made from actual Hollywood itself. The Hollywood term that they use, that came from wood that's used to make magic wands. So it's all about illusion, fooling you and deceiving you. Facts. And some of the biggest, they pay these entertainers big salaries, big checks to get on screen, on stage, and stage acts. They get slapped all the damn time in movies. Whop! And it looks real. Every slap looks good. You can hear the slaps. You can see the reaction of the person getting slapped, whatever side they're getting slapped on. All illusions in front of the masses to produce a certain product, which is really a dumbed down person. A person that's going to follow everything people put on television. They don't pay these folks big money to get on TV and just be wasting time. They pay big money because it's a big money game. And you always have to follow the money. You really want to know what's going on with the big ballers? Follow the money. Now, for the last couple of years, we've been hearing about CV-19. CV-19 hit the scene in March of 2020. In 2019, matter of fact, before I say it, let me just find it. Y'all just bear with me for a second. I'm going to find a video. I got to let you see it. Oh, look, they only want to show the video. This. What? Look at these demons. Huh? Okay, family, I was trying to find a video, but I couldn't find it. Maybe I'll go back to it later, but I'm going to speak on it right now. Some of you all may find it. If you find the video I'm talking about, just throw it in the chat. There was a video in 2019 before we heard anything about a COVID or a CV-19. Will Smith was in a video. Looked like he was on an island, but he was peeping. He said, I'm going to give y'all some game. I'm going to let you in on a secret, basically. I'm paraphrasing. And that was, nothing is real. Will Smith went on to say, they haven't looked that good, talking about themselves, in years. And that everything that you were looking at that you thought was real, the sets were CGI, staged, all fake. Now that video is out there, and if you can find it, just put it in the chat. Some of y'all probably already seen it. You know what I'm talking about. So we got to pay attention to that. Will Smith has been used by the elite for years to be one of the major Decepticons, the highest paid liars and deceivers in Hollywood. You have to understand, Hollywood was not started by people that care about folks. Hollywood was started by Freemason demons that want to control the world and all the people in it. Nothing that comes out of Hollywood should be honored by us, period. They're not honorable people. The people who started Hollywood were not honorable then, and they're not honorable today. They get and hire people that are under all types of MK Ultra, experimentation, drugs, all types of stuff. Like Sinead O'Connor cut his hair bald. That little freaky, deaky little, I think, man, Britney Spears went through a ritual with the bald head. Then here come Alopecia supposed to be having Jada Pinkett sitting there looking like the Terminator. Little chisel ass bald head, little chisel jawline and everything. Act like a man, got all kind of testosterone, just might be a whole goddamn man. But I know y'all ain't really ready to hear that, right? Right. Anyway, so let's just deal with the money tied to these big time balling actors. When we do that, let me share something with y'all. Since I was talking about Pfizer and the 2019, the COVID-19 and all that type of stuff. Now, Pfizer was one of the companies that was supposed to come on the scene and be, a savior in the world. They was going to give the world what the world needed, this vaccination. I spell it VAKKKSINATION because it's sinful to me, and it comes from the nation of crackers that is KKK that can't stand our black whats. Okay, so it's sinful to me. It's synthetic. It has no business in your body. It's synthetic drugs. Anyway, so they stepped on the scene as they were going to help save the world and keep people alive and all this garbage. And their vaccine was one very popular vaccination. I mean, it's not even a vaccine, actually. Those drugs that they created, that they called a vaccine, were very popular at one time. Still are now, right? Very popular. But check it. Now they have a new vaccine. A new drug, they want to present to the people. Let me share that new drug with y'all. Just bear with me for a second as I share this screen with you all. No, is that the one? No. This. Is this the one? Yeah, here it is. All right. Now this is okay, hold on. Y'all see a picture, you see Pfizer right here in the picture of this pale face woman. This woman's supposed to have alopecia. What they claim Jada Pinkett has. Let's read a little bit of it here. Okay, it says, not just cosmetic, the pain of alopecia and the search for a cure. Now, why is Pfizer tied to this? Isn't it kind of ironic that Pfizer be on the scene again? They ain't left the scene yet because we're still dealing with the shots, right? And the cures for, CV-19. We're still waiting on that, but they in the news now because they are trying to develop what looks like a drug to assist those that have alopecia. Ain't that something? The phrase only skin deep implies that looks are superficial and insignificant, but we regularly judge and choose whether or not to connect with other people based on how they look. That's why the patchy hair loss experienced by sufferers of alopecia areata, I guess that's the word, AA, and autoimmune disease brings additional losses for patients, possibly a loss of identity or even a loss of contentment and well-being. Let me go on back. Drop it. Okay, why am I down here? I don't know. I'm supposed to be on the side. I don't know why I'm right here, but I really can't see everything. With me being in my picture being in the way, that's not even how it's supposed to be. Stupid crackers. Okay. I don't want people to say, oh, it's just hair, says Lisa Gregory, who suffers from a severe form of the disease called alopecia universalis, which has left her completely bald and without eyelashes or eyebrows. This is an emotional thing. And when your hair grows in, it's great. You're excited. But when it falls out, you're devastated. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. This is also Women's Month now. This is Women's Month, right? Honoring women. Okay, so that's tied to it too. In the United States, about 6.8 men and women have alopecia areata. Yuji Yamaguchi, senior director of clinical research at Pfizer, is a dermatologist by training who has treated many AA patients. There are currently no FDA-approved treatments available. The currently available treatments for AA, such as corticosteroid injections, aren't that effective and have had bad side effects. He says, when the body turns on itself, alopecia is not just a skin deep in another sense too. It's a consequence of an immune system gone haywire below the body's surface. Alopecia is in a class of disorders called autoimmune diseases, all characterized by instances of the body attacking its own tissues and cells as if they were invaders. In alopecia, immune cells attack the base of the hair follicles, which makes hair fall out. The follicles then go into a dormant state and produce new hair. Okay, let me go back in here. We don't got to read it all. Let's get to the nuts and bolts of the article right here. Growing hope. Pfizer is currently researching a potential treatment on patients with AA. It inhibits a particular JK pathway that has been shown to be important in alopecia, says Yamaguchi. A FDA-approved medicine would make a real difference for people like Gregory, who now leads a support group for other AA patients. It wouldn't just change their appearance, it would change their lives. Interesting. Interesting that Pfizer is now on the world stage, not for the so-called vaccination, but for some more drugs for alopecia. Isn't that interesting? Don't you think? I find it quite interesting myself. Why would that be interesting? Why is Pfizer and their new drug, why would that be interesting to me for this particular show? Well, let me show you why. Let me show you why I think that's quite interesting. Oh, I said follow the money, right? Here we go. Wait a minute now. Okay, I didn't select no tab. Here we go now. All right. Look at this here. It says Pfizer co-sponsors Oscars. The internet puts its tinfoil hat on. Okay. Puts on its tinfoil hat. Uh-huh. So, follow the money. Right? Pfizer co-sponsors the Oscars. Okay. Just so happens that they're co-sponsoring the Oscars and they have their money in alopecia drugs. And the joke of the night on stage in front of the world was about a woman supposedly in Hollywood that has alopecia. Oh my God. Really? Wow. Maybe it's just a conspiracy. Right, of course it is. That's all. Just conspiracy. Come on. You serious, guy? You serious? Really? I mean, come on, man. Come on, bro. Why would you think such madness? Why would I think such madness? Why would you put 2 and 2 together and get 4? Goddamn, because it's mathematics. Follow the money. Money is numbers. Add it up. Numbers do not lie. Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars was not simply a display of toxic masculinity that would be too elegant an argument. Rather, it is a plot by Big Pharma to punt its health-destroying wares. Say what? Yep, conspiracy theorists are arguing, fueled by Pfizer's co-sponsorship with Rolex, Verizon, and Crypto.com. So Crypto.com even sponsored the Oscars. Isn't it interesting how the Oscars that they sponsor have something to do with on so-called all black people that was in charge of the Oscars this year? Wow, isn't that interesting? And crypto come from the grave, and they've been putting Negroes in the grave definitely since they came out with their savior CV-19 vaccination. Yeah, and they came after us and said they wanted to make sure that we were the people who got the shot. Yeah, because Bill Gates' wife with that big ass square lunchbox head, that man sat there and said, yeah, we want to make sure, I'm paraphrasing again, we want to make sure that the poor blacks and less fortunate minorities have a chance to great medical care. They want to look out for the wealth, health, and well-being of poor blacks in unfortunate situations and dire straits in neighborhoods that I wouldn't want to walk in at night. This bullshit. When have pale faces saved us? And the word conspiracy came from the government, and it came out, I think, in the 60s to discredit anybody that was on to the truth about the government. So don't come telling me a damn thing about no conspiracies, because the majority of conspiracy theories about that damn shot and what it was going to do to folks have been coming to pass every day since folks started getting the first shot. Hell, when they first started popping people with the damn shot on TV, they was passing out on TV first damn day one. But Pfizer and these companies have something that they want to help us with. They want to help us with healthcare. And of course, use Jada Pinkett. Everybody loves Jada, Red Table Talk lady. The one who was allowed to be put in an open relationship with a man. Will Smith. Oh my God. Of course. Right? Why not tap your MVP when you in a game, you're trying to win. Why not tap your most valuable player to go out there and hit the lad the winning shot? Game about over. Hollywood is about done. We just about know for the most part it's all games, illusions, lies, deceptions, right? So they had, and the Oscars, their money was low. Last year, the Oscars suffered greatly because wasn't nobody hardly watching the Oscars. We all was basically saying it was a show for crackers. You know what I'm saying? They didn't give a damn about us, right? Their ratings were very, very, very low. So, hey, they got to get the MVP in. MVP power couple in Hollywood, which is that's the main avenue that they use to deceive the world is Hollywood. So, of course, they're going to get one of the MVP players, a couple to come in and, hey, show the world, talk about alopecia. Of course, and we do it on the Oscars, at the Oscars, on stage, in front of the world stage. This will be awesome. It'll be wonderful. It'll be great. It'll make them more billions of dollars. It'll make them think they care about our women's hair. And Jada Pinkett, little lying-ass devil. I got alopecia. And he's pointing to a little line in his head. Yeah, this is my alopecia. And, I don't believe it. I don't trust Hollywood. I don't trust the Smiths. Definitely not. Why should the Smiths be trusted looking at their children? Why should we trust Will Smith being, the so-called, he stood up for black women. I see black sisters all over the internet talking about how he stood up for them. Y'all need to be out here on that. Yeah, Will Smith, he showed the world what it is to protect sisters. Yeah. Where was he at when Sandra Bland was? What did he say about that? What did he say about Corinne Gaines? Did he take his platform to slap somebody? When Corinne Gaines was gunned down in her house by the police and shot her son too, where was Will Smith? I didn't see the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air then. I didn't see Mr. iRobot and I Am Legend. He wasn't nowhere to be found. I was not, he bad mofo and iRobot and shit. I was bad mofo and I Am Legend, but I didn't see him, he didn't stick out. And when have Jada Pinkett had any red table talk about the 75,000 missing sisters in the country? They're a power couple. They could really raise awareness of the 75,000 missing sisters in this country. Wouldn't that be wonderful to bring something like that to Red Table Talk during Women's History Month? Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be uplifting? I think so. I think so. I think so. And why should we still trust Will Smith, a man that be all on TV? But let's just look at it. Let's just go to it. Let me share the screen again. Let me share the screen again. The scene I was looking for, I couldn't find. But Will Smith's inception into television came by way Will Smith's inception into television was this: 6 Degrees of Separation in 1993. This is how he came into television. The character known as Will Smith came into television playing a sodomite.
Around the park, sir.
We don't have any money.
This ain't no copyright infringement either. This is not copyright.
You can always get.
It's Will Smith here in 6 Degrees of Separation. This ain't the scene I wanted. The gay scene, the actual homo scene where he got caught with the dude in the house. This ain't that scene. Well, let's just look at a little bit of this. See why we should have dropped Will Smith, or should have never accepted him from the first. I'm
gonna have to explain to Elizabeth about the money and calm her. She gets so nervous. Hey, Paul, come on, stop that.
I was wondering if I could fuck you.
You hear that?
Man, I don't do things like that.
What did he just say? Wait a minute. Cut it out. Wait a minute. What did he say?
Man, I don't do things like that. Explain to Elizabeth about the money and calm her. She gets so nervous. Hey, Paul, come on, stop that.
I was wondering if I could fuck you.
Up, that's enough. That's enough right there. Let me tell you, sister, something. Y'all got your panties all tight and your G-strings all hard and everything. Looking at Will Smith thinking that he did some, the character did something that walked on stage and slapped Chris Rock. And you think that that's a great display of manhood, right? Yeah. But how you going to be a man and have manhood, masculinity, when you on the big screen in front of the world asking a pale-faced man in a stagecoach at night, I was wondering if I could F you. This is the line that Will Smith was given. This is his inception. That's the baby. He grown, full-grown actor now, but his baby, his infant stage, he was sitting in a stagecoach asking a pale-faced man, the one he was playing with his hair, the character Will Smith was playing with the white man's hair, and asked the white man, I said, I was wondering if I could F you. Then he was caught, or the character Will Smith, was caught in the house later on in the movie getting plugged by a paleface. How in the hell did Will Smith ever become a household name among us? Why did we ever accept such a man or such a character into our households? Why did we do that? Most of us didn't even know that was his inception. But Hollywood hides things until the right time. Certain things they'll blow up and make a box office smash from the get-go, from the jump. But they didn't want Will Smith to be a box office smash hit in that movie. That was the character's infant stage. You have to crawl before you walk. That was that was the character Will Smith crawling before he walked up into Hollywood and kicked the door in. Now, the so-called gods that we worship, some of us believe in Yah, Yahshua, Yahweh Shai, Jesus, the Lord God, Allah, Buddha. We 5%ers, it's some Hare Krishnas probably among us. There's some Latter-day Saints among us, you know what I'm saying? More likely, there is some Egyptologists, some New Wapians. And so we all kind of different things. But do any of them deities that we really worship condone a man getting plugged in his anus? Because if you call yourself a spiritual person and following whatever belief it is, if your deity does not accept men getting plugged in the anus, how could you at any time accept such? Oh, it's acting? What you gonna say? It was acting? He was acting? Okay, would your deity accept that being the way men should act in the world that we live in? I really don't believe that your deity, whatever it is that you call on, that you think created man, wants man to put his penis in another man's anus. I really don't believe that. There are medical dangers that go along with such behavior. Yeah, medical dangers that come and go along with such behavior. Anal cancer is high among those type of men. Very high. Gay bowel syndrome is high among those type of men. There's no way they could be masculine when they're that way. Don't tell me, oh, he's a bisexual. That's just a man that still like vagina. That's a gay man. A bisexual is a gay man that still likes vagina. He's gay. Once you start playing with men in the way you play with women, entering them with your penile tissue, then you know you're gay. That's what that is. No masculine man should take their orders. Or let me put it like this. If you cats out there need Will Smith to be your example of what a man is, then I really don't know what to tell you. Because a character that's supposed to be a man laying in bed with another man can't really tell me nothing. You got a whole lot of healing to do your damn self. Don't tell me nothing. I wouldn't care how many women you're supposed to have or can have or whatever. It make a difference to me. You can't tell me nothing when you laying down in movies getting plugged by men. And you're supposed to be a man. Let's look at some more Will Smith. And I'm going to get into a few other things after I finish this part of showing you stuff. I got a few more things I want to show you. And I'm going to continue on with my commentary. See, how we going to trust?
We all know Will Smith loves his son Jaden Smith, but he may have shown his mini-me too much love during a recent interview.
There's no copyright infringement.
After Earth, the father-son duo appeared on Thailand's The Woody Show.
The Woody Show.
In the interview, Papa Smith planted a wet one right on Jaden's lips.
The Woody Show.
Jaden jumped up and ran from his overly affectionate dad, but told me during our sit-down about
Tell me that wasn't original.
that Will embarrasses him like that all the time.
Did he try and like kiss you and stuff? I saw you guys on Ellen and you were like a lot.
All the time.
So even on
See?
set, he
All
wasn't
the
even
time.
No, not on the set he wasn't trying to kiss me, but after the set he'll try to kiss me or anywhere else.
So what do you think?
Anywhere
Is Jaden still too old to get kissed by his dear old dad? Let us know in the comment section and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube page.
Anywhere else. I got sons. I never kissed them in the mouth, even when they were infants. Never. Never have I kissed my sons in the mouth at any time. Any time. But Will Smith, let me say this. If, let's say we were walking through a community, a neighborhood, and you happen to walk past a house and you see a man in a room through a window kissing a boy and a boy trying to run away, you can't really hear what they're saying. What would you think? Wouldn't you call that man a pedophile? Wouldn't you call that man a pedophile? Yeah, some of us would call the police on that when we see such or witness such an event. But nobody paid no attention. Well, I ain't gonna say nobody, but the majority of us paid no attention. We kept on watching the character Will Smith. Even I watched. But see, when I watch TV lately, I've been doing TV and in the TV for 19 years, so I've always watched from a different perspective. And as I've been, in this thing, continuing on from my show, doing live shows on the internet, I've just fine-tuned my, ability to spot and pick out things. I don't trust no Hollywood actors, none of them. They're not trustworthy people. These are not model citizens that we should try to emulate. They're there because they're the distractions on the planet. And when I say distractions, I mean they're there to distract you from what is righteous. They're there to keep you believing in foolishness and the madness of these pale faces. They're there to keep you following the doctor's orders. Like one these Hollywood actors and actresses here not too long ago when CB19 popped on the scene in 2020. Weren't they telling us to go get jabbed? Weren't they wearing masks all in pictures and all that stuff and pushing the mask and all that stuff? These same entertainers, where were the masks at the Oscars? Just no more masks now? See how the entertainers are used with big pharma? Some of y'all thought when I showed that earlier that by Pfizer and the alopecia, I ain't none. That's conspiracy theory. But no. Because again, wasn't those entertainers used all over television, the radio shows, and the magazines? Didn't they have masks on their face? Wasn't they pushing it? Well, some of them said we had to get a shot in order to see them. Rick Ross came to my little town of 10,000 people, Benton Harbor, Michigan, and did a concert downtown, right across the street from City Hall. But you had to get a jab to go to the concert. You had to get a jab to go to the concert to listen to Rick Ross. And who was in on, of course, the city. But the city backed away. They said they ain't got nothing to do with it because it was a basketball player from the city that made it to the pros that brought Rick Ross here. But again, to see Rick Ross, they had to get a shot. So the big pharma used these actors and actresses or used Hollywood characters to push on us this deadly shot. And the mask wearing. But the Oscars, no mask. Because now the narrative have changed and they've given enough of us the jab. Now they gave so many people the jab, they got here just shedding. New variants is coming from them just shedding. They might try to, kill this video to say medical misinformation. It's medical misinformation. It's not true. Oh, he's a conspiracy theorist. The conspiracy theories are winning. The Christians have no answers for why their pastors don't have power to lay hands on people and heal them from the CV-19. Why should you need that shot when you got the pastor's prayer? Yeah, Big Pharma is in on this whole situation. And what is it about? Transhumanism. Yeah, that's what it's about. Transhumanism. Look at Bill Gates and the so-called wife. You can't tell that's a billionaire inverted couple. A billionaire inverted couple, meaning transgender couple. Transgenders don't give a damn about human life, man, woman, and child. They don't give a damn. And Hollywood is full of transgenders. This is why they push LGBTQ behavior all to the children, even on cartoons. Everything you watch now is honoring men that are laying up with men, which makes it more difficult for women to have a man to themselves. But this is what Hollywood pushes. They don't push healthy marriages. Most of them get married and they end up divorcing just like we do. That ain't in Hollywood. Hollywood is not a healthy place for marriages and a healthy place for you where you to go and honor people and follow their so-called life. No. Hollywood is full of actors. Those who get on stage and get paid to play a role. That's what they do. And they're always, once again, in character. Will Smith, the character Will Smith has been fruitacious throughout his whole career. On the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will Smith was fruity as hell in many of them scenes. Throwing his hand up in the air, hollering like a girl, acting like a girl to girls, but he like girls. I mean, this just in Bel-Air, I believe it means hell anyway. I mean, you can just go back and pay attention, follow the character, Will Smith's younger days. Follow all that stuff. Will Smith ain't never been no honorable man, a masculine man. You can't be in movies. 1 minute you kissing a man, but you supposed to be a stud in the movie. Like that one movie he was in, where the character was in with the little chubby comedian white guy. He was a love coach or something. The character Will Smith was a love coach, and the comedian white guy kissed Will in the mouth. You know, why would you even play in those type of parts? Why would you want to portray such in the world? Why would you want to portray that type of man to the world? And you got supposedly son or sons. Why would you? Right, Hitch. Thank you, Brian Turner. Hitch was the name of the movie. Why are you kissing a pale face in the movie? What is that to do? What are you trying to portray out here in the world? Nothing righteous. All you brothers out there jumping on Will Smith's side, man, he took protect his wife. Man, this man kissing men in movies. If it's a man. Yeah, because Hollywood really is full of illusions. They'll make you think you're looking at a man, but it's a woman. They'll make you think you're looking at a woman, but it's a man. Inverts, transhumanistic creatures. This is why you can get a Nicki Minaj to be talking about if it's got a ding-a-ling, or going on stage with a penis. Talking about that's a little boy inside of it. This is why Cardi B can get on a record and it be played all over the radio. But this person, Cardi B, went on interview and said that when it get mad at men, it gets the men drunk and let some trannies come in and rape it. The transhumanistic movement is pushed through these Hollywood actors and actresses and entertainers all the time. That's an anti-life movement. And Hollywood is anti-life because they're always pushing LGBT madness on the masses, and they're always hiding the true devils in Hollywood. They don't come and tell us about the adrenochrome drinking actors and actresses. Ain't nobody came and told us that devil, that Marina Abramovich, that Jay-Z was in a video with, is not really a woman. That's a whole transgender, ugly beast ass man tied to Aleister Crowley. They don't come and talk about why Jay-Z sat up there and had that shirt on, do what thou wilt, and the connection it has with Aleister Crowley, who was probably a woman too, portraying a man, playing a man on the world stage. Huh? Don't tell me nothing about honoring no damn actors. Y'all done lost y'all damn mind out there trying to take up for this Will Smith. a person on stage as a man kissing other men in the mouth. You don't go down, if you don't go sit the hell down with that madness, you women don't even know what a man is today. Many of you don't know. Anytime you sit up here talking about Will Smith and masculinity and protecting women, but he on TV kissing men, not once, not twice. How many times? Damn, it's a regular thing for Will Smith to say some gay window in a movie. In some movie, he asks a man, or the character Will Smith asks a man, you ever had a black man? You ever had a black man in you or something? And the man was like, somebody said no. He was like, you want one? I mean, like, in the Wild Wild West, I think he was doing the movie. He was doing some gay stuff in that too. I mean, the character Will Smith was doing some gay stuff in that too. This is what they end up pushing. This is what Hollywood has. At the end of the pale faces' reign on the planet, Hollywood has transgenderism to give to you. Look at Pose. Don't tell me nothing about Hollywood and honoring Hollywood. Why come Will Smith, if he's such a lover of women, he's such a protector of women, why come he ain't got out there and spoke out against Pose? A bunch of goddamn men portraying women. Men that care about women do not like transgenders. They don't support transgenders. A punk-ass man out here trying to wait on a uterus so it can have a baby. Don't tell me about no Hollywood so-called man that is not speaking out against these transgenders that hate women, that want to replace your silly ass. Woman, go sit down and shut your damn mouth. If you do not know how to identify the man to follow, shut your damn mouth. Will Smith is definitely not a man for any man to follow. Bitch ass Negro. And let me say this. If you're 240 pounds, about 6'4", 6'3", whatever, and you walking, you got the momentum, and you got attitude about your woman, you want to protect your woman, you mean to tell me you walk up to a man and you throw your hand back like this, like a bitch, and when you slap, the picture show your body moving backwards? A man that's pissed off with another man about something he said about his wife, after the slap gonna come the body slamming, the stomping. I'm finna make a point here. I'm not just gonna slap you like a punk. I'm not even, matter of fact, what I'm gonna slap you for? I'm just gonna cold cock your punk ass if I feel that violated. But why Will Smith didn't slap the pale-faced boy? Let me just share this with y'all. I'm feeling it now. Let me go here. Y'all hold on for a second, family. Okay, family, I wanted to go find a picture right quick. Now, Will Smith is this here man, a man of men. Like I said, he went up there on the creature or character went up there on stage and smacked the man that's about 150 pounds. He about 240, 230, whatever, and about 6'3", 6'4". smacked a man that was standing there on flat-footed in some church goddamn shoes that slip and slide all over the damn floor, and he smack him, and the motherfucker don't even take a step back. He don't even stumble. You know, if any goddamn thing, you women should look at that as a weak-ass man, a bitchified ass man that should have sat down and never got up off the guy out his goddamn seat. That should be embarrassing to a woman. That's all your big old 240-pound ass could do. With a man got on some goddamn church shoes on a stage that's been buffed. You know it's slippery than a motherfucker. If somebody was to slap you, you got to be knocked off balance and fall on your damn back or your damn head or your side or your ass. Let's be real here. So you slap like a bitch. I'm supposed to believe it's not staged. You get on stage with a stuntman smack, and then Chris Rock leaned in for the smack and got his hand behind his back. What the? If you don't get your ass out of here, what man don't put himself in defense mode? Even if I can't whoop your big ass, I'm finna go in defense mode because I might be able to block something and, you know, hit you in the gut or something, kicking your damn kneecap or step on a toe or something, bring you down to me so I can uppercut you or something. God damn, you stand there and you get slapped and you say, wow. Wow. Then you turn around and say the ultimate. A lot of people didn't catch that. I heard nobody talk about that. This has been the greatest night in the history of TV. That's the MVP winning shot right there. Did you hear it? This has been the greatest night in the history of television. Wow. Did you catch that? Did you catch that? Television is about projecting a thought process, telling a vision, casting a spell broadly. It's a broadcast. Yes. Words are used to spell. Yes. Yes, indeed. So when you go to the movie theaters, it's like getting the gospel. Yeah, a form of the gospel preached to you through acting. Don't say you don't like acting in church, because y'all got them maverick men up in there doing all this to songs and all of that praise, dance. You know, so don't give me that. Don't say you don't. You know, you holy and you know you don't. You into dancing, because please stop. Anyway, let's check this out. Let me see. I got any more I want to say on that slap, because like I said, it was pathetic as hell. If you're a man, if everything I'm saying is wrong, and Will is really a man, and he really loved women, boy, that little smack, that you that goddamn big, bro. You know, you need to work on your body's supposed to go forward. If you're just going to slap them up, at least your body should go forward. You know, jump into the goddamn slap. I mean, you should have, you know, and go forward. You don't come back. Women, y'all can't see. You couldn't see that. That was weak as hell. That's protection. That's protecting your wife from a comedian that cracked offbeat jokes and is known for that all the time. Why come Will Smith didn't smack this guy here? Why didn't smack this guy? Why Will, if he's such a man, you know, he's the one we should pay attention to now, you know, in 2022, because he showed masculinity and he's the one. Yeah. Why he didn't smack this guy in the bed with what's supposed to be his daughter? Willow was 12 years old. This pale face in the back was like 20-something years old. Where's the red table talk discussion about this here? MVP action. Yeah. Winning shot. Championship talk. Yeah. This is what I'm giving you right now. Yeah. Championship talk. Okay. Yeah. Why Will didn't smack this hunky right here? Look at him laughing, smiling. Look what it say. Law investigates Willow Smith's bed photo with male friend. Detroit and Ann Arbor Metro parent, whatever that is. I don't know if they go with it or not, but law investigates Willow Smith's bed photo with male friend. Why Will and Jade, why Jade ain't talking about this? Why this ain't part of the discussion? Why him being prosecuted at least ain't part of none of the red table talk discussions? You women better understand, y'all call yourself having women's intuition, but you can't see these goddamn devils on TV in front of you. Women's intuition seem like to me is limited. Women's intuition seem like to me is limited. Y'all smell a woman a mile away, probably because you're looking and paying attention to the man and what he's doing in his changes. That's all. Women's intuition ain't what it's cracked up to be, because y'all can't see these damn punks and pimps that play on TV in front of y'all. You can't see that. You're honoring homosexuals. You honor some of y'all that's talking about having respect for sisters will argue any man down about R. Kelly, knowing he pissed on the little girl. Y'all will argue R. Kelly's protection for the rest of your damn life. Got your daughters doing the same thing. Yeah, you honor R. Kelly. Some of these same women talking about, I don't understand what's going on. Will Smith, he showed her how to, protect the woman and blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, you honoring R. Kelly. You taking up for R. Kelly at the same time. You taking up for R. Kelly at the same time. Can't do that. Can't have you. That don't make sense. That's contradictory. You can't be on one side, straddling the fence. You can't be straddling the damn fence. Men that go on TV and put on dresses and act like women should be disgraced by all women. You can't be talking about what a real man is. How you going to define one when you honor men that act like you and make fun of you? You don't get it. Or the characters that's supposed to be men. Why do they get on TV and do that? Why do they make it acceptable on TV to act like you? To go after other men? Why do they do that? And you honor them. Sisters, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You take up for R. Kelly knowing this mother figure appeared to be in that damn video pissing on a young girl, and women still accept this. They make excuses for the punk. While so many women have already been touched and molested when they were younger, and you take up for child molested when you get old, what kind of psychosis has Hollywood played upon the minds of our women and us in general, men too, and children now? Hollywood is one of the greatest, if not the greatest, wicked tool in front of us. It's what leads people. People be out here trying to floss like actors, wearing designer clothes. Actors show up in movies in. Actors show up on the red carpet with Dolce and Gabbana and Louis Vuitton, and I don't know all them gay ass freaks that make them damn clothes or whatever, and the Rolexes and all that. They make these actors are used to make you think that those things are important, but all those things feed the families of those that sit up and eat your black ass, literally. Yeah. Sometimes they'll tell you, sister, that your baby is dead, but it ain't. But they want a baby to eat on. I'm giving you straight facts. And Hollywood is big time into that. Hollywood is into adrenochrome, the drinking of children's blood. Don't tell me nothing about no Hollywood stars. If you don't understand that these devils keep the secrets of some of the most wicked, hateful creatures on the planet, you should shut your damn mouth about Hollywood. Stop taking up for these demons, because you're going to be one in a minute. Hollywood should be dead to all of us. None of them Negroes and females and males in Hollywood, them actors and actresses, tell us anything about what really goes on with children and child trafficking in Hollywood. They act like they don't hear them stories about how them executives be screwing them young boys. White boys be telling it, or supposed to be boys, be telling the stories. But, you get the black, so-called black actors, they don't talk about none of that. They just get up there and just, do whatever they told to do. They play their role, and that's all they do. Ain't not one actor, not one that we should trust. Not a one. All of them keep that secret. Why you always think you see them always with their finger in front of their lips? So many pictures of artists, entertainers, singers, dancers, ball players. They're doing this. What they got? What they hide? What's all? Just don't tell nobody. What's that about? This when we were children and this happened. Somebody did this here. It was like, shh, don't say nothing. Keep quiet. Why they always doing that, and why they always covering one eye and all that shit? There's something to this. Hollywood is a big old club of the most wicked pedophiles, transgenders, homosexuals, dykes, freaks of nature, cannibals. You name it, all that shit is in Hollywood. And it's tied to Big Pharma. Big Pharma come in, cut their faces up, give them so-called plastic surgery. They'll take a so-called man and make it a so-called woman right there in a laboratory, put it right there in front of us to see. Yeah, they've been doing that shit for years. Will Smith don't talk about that, bitch ass punk. He's a punk if he's a man, and he's a bitch. He's a punk if he's a man, and a bitch if he's a woman. Nah. But Hollywood, they give hormone blockers to children in Hollywood. They raise up children that you think is one gender when they was always another gender for this time we're living in right now. To bring forth the time of the transgender where they really replace your ass, sister. While you laughing and giving and taking up for punks that wear dresses and kiss men in movies and get fucked in their butt in movies, they setting up your replacements. Joe Biden's administration hired Adam Levine, a Jewish, ugly-ass male, and put him over, that's a transgender, calling himself a woman, that is over the health of the nation, in charge of the health. Took a semen demon from South Bend, Indiana, Pete Buttigieg and made him the star over transportation. Make sure that they honor transgender. They honoring your replacement. The politicians are in on it, and Hollywood is in on it. The damn news media is with it. They don't come and scream out in news media. Folks be live. They don't come and break script. I mean, this administration and this time, the preachers and all these folks together, entertainers, they are here to help replace women, period. You ain't even in the Godhead, woman. What you getting up mad and upset about? Because I'm talking about Will Smith punk ass. You're not even in the Godhead. They say in this society, the men you worship, they're always talking about they some Christian that belong to some goddamn church. Matter of fact, Will Smith belongs to the Church of Scientology. Why y'all honoring a bitch ass devil that's tied to Aleister Crowley? Will Smith is part of Scientology, a religion that came into existence through transgenderism, through transhumanism, through Satanism. And you honoring this bitch? Are you serious? Y'all got life effed up. You honoring your replacement and men that have been used on television to kiss other men are supposed to be men. You honor them and you overlook all of that to say this is a strong man. Damn, no wonder so many of our young boys don't know, don't have the proper direction. You single mother raising them, been plenty of you. If you're looking at Will Smith as the epitome of a man, ain't no way you can recognize a man in your son. I'm just telling it like it is. You may not want to hear that. You may disagree with that. Even the Nation of Islam, Minister Farrakhan was honoring Tyler Perry at one time. Tyler Perry was sent to go do what? Go and be seen in the scene on, as one of the Hollywood actors that went to talk to Will to calm Will down after that bitch slap. After that whole slap. That little, that little, I really can't even, I don't know how you, man, my body ain't really into that kind of movement as a man. So, yeah, even the Nation of Islam, Minister Farrakhan talked about how Tyler Perry, when he seen Tyler Perry, he didn't see a man in a dress. What the? See, that's, hey, people, y'all be out there dingling ride. Don't say nothing about my leader. Shut up. Ain't no man above correction. No matter how old they are, no matter what position and title they got in the world. No man is above correction. Wisdom ain't got no age. The truth ain't got no damn age. He was on there talking about he did not see a man in a dress. Well, I saw one. How you gonna miss a big old 6'4" Negro, 240-pound solid muscle, or solid looking? How you gonna miss him in a dress with big ass hands? I'll see you at 3:00. How the hell you gonna miss the man in a dress? So if a man walked in the center, the mosque, I guess Minister Farrakhan would probably say dressed with a dress on. He didn't see the dress. Can the brothers in the Nation of Islam put dresses on and you not see them with dresses on? Could Rizza Islam put on a dress and you not see the dress on Rizza Islam? Could Wesley Muhammad not put on the dress and you don't see the woman, or you don't see him dressed as a woman? I mean, this nonsense. We straddle the fence too much, trying to appease honkies in some type of way. Will Smith is not the man no man should want to be. No man should try to be like the character Will Smith. It's a broken bitch boy. That's what they done made this character to be now. A broken little bitch that got problems and couldn't handle his problems when he was a little boy. Don't know whether he liked women or men. This is the character. That's the character Will Smith has played to the world. The off-screen character is coming all out now, supposedly. Yeah, my dad, when I saw my dad beat my mother, I didn't do nothing about it. That's all attitude. You know, he needs some counseling. And look at how he reacted. He just had all that bottled up anger in him, and he just didn't know how to do it no other way. He reacted, and then you seen him crying, and he was trying to redeem himself, and he needs help. And get the out of here. Let our robot help his goddamn self. Some say it was a humiliation ritual because Hollywood is breaking down the set. Hollywood is no more because the pale-faced man is over, right? And so some actors that have been friends of Jeffrey Epstein and on the flight log to Jeffrey Epstein's place, like Will Smith's name, I believe, was supposed to be on there. These people can't stand, hate, and despise children. They're pedophiles to the highest degree and should never receive no honor from any of us. I know some of y'all may not like what I said about your so-called leader or whatever, but man, like I said, there's no man above correction, and age ain't got nothing to do with it. Wisdom has no age. Truth has no age. A little child can tell an adult the truth and be bold about it. And if the adult is about truth, then they'll handle the situation correctly. The Most High never had a creation where a child didn't know anything. Some of the words coming from a child are wiser than the words coming from those with gray hairs. So it ain't about my age. Well, you can't talk about the ministry, so-and-so, blah, 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 blah. If you are telling me that you can't see a big old man in a dress, you're telling me to overlook my eyes. Don't try to give me some spiritual, deep way to look at it, brother. You just don't understand. You just don't see. You just don't get it because the minister's so deep. I don't want to hear all of that. Men ain't got no business with dresses on. Men ain't got no business on TV or anywhere else kissing on other men, kissing their sons in the mouth, not fighting when some pale-faced man is in the bed with your daughter and she 12. Huh? Don't tell me nothing about that type of man. Don't tell me to honor that type of man. I would not do that. That ain't wise. Will Smith is an actor. They're all actors. Acting. And again, Hollywood is dead. It's over with. A lot of us know what they do. And we stop honoring them devils. Some of you all are still stuck. And you seem to be still honoring Hollywood actors and actresses. Or those you think are Hollywood actors and actresses. But they hide and they protect transgenders within that industry. The transgenders are the gatekeepers of Sodom and Gomorrah, and plenty of them are in Hollywood, all over the news. politicians, in the education field, sports, music, acting. Transgenders are in all of that. See, the pale-faced man's favorite pastime is homosexuality and transgenderism, because this is a race that actually, their elite actually hate man and woman. They are the embodiment of the devil. This is why they tell you in the 2nd chapter of Genesis, it tells you that a man was laid down and was cut open, basically put into a deep sleep, cut open, basically an operation, and out came a rib that was used to make a woman. No, that's not how women are made. No woman on the planet is made by the rib of some man. No woman. But guess what? Pale-faced men go in hospitals every day all over the place, and they take ribs out of men and then turn around and call it a woman. But it's a transgender. Then the Statue of Liberty is not even a woman. That's a square-chinned ass man. The pale-faced man, before he got cameras for Hollywood movies, they was in stage plays during the cabaret days. And during those days, a woman couldn't play a woman. It was disgraceful for a woman to play a woman in a movie. So women were always played by the men. The men played the men and the women. So when they got cameras and they got Hollywood, they was right off into making boys and girls transgenders through hormone pills and hormone blockers, puberty blockers, and surgeries. Yeah, where they would take a man, push his penis up into his belly, and call it a vagina. Yeah. This is what they do. This is how they do it. Hollywood is tied to that. Definitely. Hollywood they make transgenders. Yes, indeed. They'll take a woman and put a rod on it, get some skin from somewhere, I'm guessing. I don't know, on a stick. I don't know what they use, a piece of plastic, a popsicle stick or something, and put it in there and make a so-called penis. Sew it on. Ain't got no testicles, though. A freak. Goddamn freak. Stop honoring freaks, family. Know that Hollywood is about that transgender life. They need to come out and start telling the truth, all of them. Many of the A-list actors are not what you think. They're transgenders. And some of you women, y'all talk about, like I said, women's intuition, but you can't tell that some of the men you think, or the people you think you're looking at that are men in Hollywood are not men. So women's intuition, again, is limited because you don't see that. See, you don't see the detriment that men like a Will Smith character playing kissing men and getting screwed by a man and all that stuff throughout your career. You don't see the detriment of that. You don't see, your women's intuition don't allow you to see the detriment of him kissing his son and emasculating his son in front of the world on some show called, what was it called? Woody, The Woody. You go on a show called The Woody. The Woody. Straight homosexual. Straight homosexual, straight gay. That Woody stuff, Woody talk, that's homosexual talk. White pale-faced man talk. You know they're homosexual. It's in their nature. And so they push it through Hollywood. You think the Jews who push this stuff, homosexuals. If they wouldn't put men on TV or what appear to be men kissing each other. They wouldn't make you think you're looking at a woman, but it's a man, and a man, but you're looking at a woman. They wouldn't do all of that. These creatures are not about healthy marriages and protecting the women. That's not what Hollywood is about. There ain't been not one damn movie about the 75,000 missing so-called sisters or black women in this country. There's been no movies, no documentaries. I ain't seen none, no movies. I ain't seen nobody play any of the missing women. None of these actresses, none of them. Spike Lee ain't made no movie about that. Bill Duke ain't made no movie about that. They don't give a damn about women in Hollywood. Y'all better wake up. They're used to show you your replacements. These punks that be like on poles, that's out here knocking on men's doors and sitting up in the house eating Cheetos and goddamn it, drinking aloe vera juice and shit with a man. Scrambling eggs and making tofu and trying to eat healthy and shit. Trying to, we're not gonna eat any eggs. We're gonna have tofu. Yeah, you want to be a healthy gump. These people are your replacements. These creatures are your goddamn replacement. And you sitting up here honoring them. Will Smith has been used to show you part of your replacement. He's been a sodomite on plenty of movies. No, he's not there to help you. Stop the madness, sisters and brothers. Stop the goddamn madness. Taking up for some pump in movies kissing men. When you take enough for Will Smith, brother, you're condoning men kissing men. Don't give me no, well, it's about, acting. Okay, so what you saying, really? What you really saying? You saying for enough money? Huh? Because what's what you really saying? He's acting when he's making money, basically. So for enough money, you kiss a man? That's what you really saying? Shut up, brother. Shut your mouth. Trying to take up for Will Smith, the character Will Smith, and that's been happy on movies kissing men. Happy on David Letterman kissing David Letterman in the mouth. Don't tell me nothing about no goddamn Will Smith. Don't bring no Will Smith to me. That's the best you got? And that's the best they got in Hollywood. He got the Oscar for best actor. He's number one. And then he was in the little video just getting jiggy with her, shit with a little goddamn androgynous bronze statue that's only worth $1. How many times you went to a pawn shop and seen one of them goddamn awards, them Oscars up in there? How much you think you pay? How much you think it costs for you to buy an Oscar at a pawn shop? Going off worth-wise, because it ain't worth nothing but $1. Man, please, y'all need to sit down. Like I said, your ding-a-ling ride. And what would you do if you found out Will Smith was an invert? Yeah, born a girl. Ooh, dudes would lose their mind. Women would too. Y'all would all be jumping out of windows and shit. Crashing your car, having a heart attack. Oh, Hollywood is so deceptive. You just don't know. Many of you don't. Some of you coming into the knowledge and understanding. Yeah, you don't worship no man that signs up with Scientology. I don't give a damn who they are. You can't make it sound wise to me or the reason why you did it. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Don't bring Will Smith and his Scientology to me. That came from Aleister Crowley. Don't bring that to me. Aleister Crowley was used in Hollywood to bring transgenderism to Hollywood. Aleister Crowley was used to bring transgenderism to Hollywood. He's on Prince's record in a spotlight. There's a face, or this creature named Aleister Crowley. The face of Aleister Crowley is on one of Prince's albums. Prince was an androgynous character. Prince was an androgynous character. Prince was not a masculine man. He was an androgynous character. Might have been a girl. wearing on goddamn ruffle shirts. He was one of the gayest creatures there was on TV, but he got accepted. Why? Because he had a deep voice? Sometimes. Why did he get a pass? Because Hollywood helped cast spells on our asses. Listen to this little motherfucker on the stage with his booty shorts on, ass out all in front of me and everything. Come on now. Come on now, stop. We sit here and we cheered on Gumps for years. And now look. Now when you pull the stage back from Oz, it's transgenders. It's the replacement of women. Yeah, like that big old shoulder, wide shoulder, goddamn long stretch looking string bean cracker that won the women's swimming event. They're replacing you. You don't see it. Y'all in love with Kim Kardashian, oh, you was. Until, you know, they supposed to start messing up on Kanye. Man, Hollywood is trash. You might well get your broom and sweep that right on out your brain. It's got to go. It's been used to deceive the world. That's it. Hollywood could have been used to benefit the world, the planet. The power of perception. Like Will Smith said in that little video in 2019, I'm going to show you about the power of perception. Yeah, go on YouTube and look it up. When Will Smith said, I'm going to show you about the power of perception, and basically said, nothing is real, flat out in 2019. And said that, yeah, you think this is real? I'm on vacation. This is blue screen, green screen, or whatever. It's fake, fictitious, all lies. To what? Direct you into a certain path. So you can't really say if there's some God on the end that you didn't know, you'd have a chance. You were directed that way, so you had an opportunity to say yea and nay. See, this is how wicked the devil is. They put it in front of you. You don't have to do it. But if you go in that direction of the director of the movies, you're going to be accepting the LGBT madness. And then your son going to be walking around like Dwayne Wade's son. Dwayne and Gabby's another power couple, right? Y'all don't get it. These creatures are there pushing transgenderism, androgynism, homosexuality, lesbianism on us. This is what Hollywood has been doing. Not every single movie, not every single actor, but every single actor just about ain't saying a goddamn thing about the mirage, about the barrage, about the onslaught of homosexuality and transgender acceptance all over TV. That's the industry that they're in as actors. They're in an industry that constantly shows it hates women. It wants to remove women off the planet. Hollywood constantly shows you that, sister, and you're still accepting Hollywood. What psychosis are you really under? Hollywood has been showing you your replacement and this punk ass men. That's what it appears to be. That want to be with other men. That's what they're showing you, what they're going to replace you with. Through these Hollywood actors, I guess they men, right? Will Smith a half-breed. What? 11:20. I'm usually done in about an hour. I got a little extra energy tonight. Prince Will Smith is a half-breed. Am I giving you that right? Prince, another half-breed like Will Smith. What, huh? Is Will Smith really a half-breed? Because that right there really would tell me something. Because mulattoes have always been used, if that's the case. Mulattoes have always been used on a plantation to have a buffer, so the pale-faced man would have a buffer between him and us. And he made them lighter ones that closer to him in real life. And they were used to rule the darkies. Anyway, family man, some of y'all might want to say something. Let me give y'all an invite in before I get off tonight. I'm gonna throw the invite in here before I get off tonight, and let anybody that may want to come on, and you may want to challenge my position. You don't have to show your face. You may want to challenge my position. I'm pretty sure everybody in here ain't happy with what I'm saying. So if you want to challenge my position, you don't have to show your face. It can just be your audio. And I take all challenges to what I said tonight about why Will Smith and Jada Pinkett are both trash. And we don't need to even be worried about them. They are used as puppets of Hollywood, tools of the paleface. Freemasons that again hate women. Freemasons, their God is the transgender. Bam. And the Freemasons run Hollywood. They run your preachers. They run the school systems. They run the medical industrial complex. They run these things. Freemasons. And their God is the Baphomet, a transgender. Look it up if you think I'm lying. So if you want to challenge my position, please do. Iron sharpens iron. So there's the chat. My sister said, Valerie said, I don't, you said it all. Well, I wanted to, thank you, sister. I wanted to give a thorough commentary and cover the spiritual side of this and some history in Hollywood, and keep driving the point home that these creatures presented to you are not always the gender you think they are. And if they are, they're doing things to make that gender look bad, no matter what gender they are. They do things to turn that gender away from righteousness. It's all over Hollywood. So I was trying to get those points across, that, we need to stop worshiping these actors and actresses, these celebrities, because they get stars on, some concrete given to them by Jews, people who hate our guts. I mean, it's like, really. And award shows with trophies that aren't even worth $1 in real life. Oscars only worth $1 in real life. $400 to make and about $1 though in real life. It's bronze. It's not gold. Has no value. An androgynous statue. The pale-faced man's, God. It's something he loves. Androgyny. Not knowing if you look at a man or a woman. This what they call them gender fluid now. It's the name for it, I believe. I want to drive those points home, and I'm going to keep on doing that. That's what I come here for. I came here to expose the devil and cut him off. Really kill him in your mind. See, I'm going down in hell in this cyberspace place. Hell. We on the planet that in America, don't we say hello? Ain't that our greeting? We already living in a hell. I'm right down here in this hell trying to kill demons. That's what I come here to do. Expose them, put the light on the monster. When you put the light on the vampire, you identify his coffin and all that shit. You take your stake and you go and open the coffin. You go on and beat that goddamn stake into the chest and kill this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's just old school style, killing the vampires. going where they at, finding where they at, walking up in their head with some boldness, you see, and you're going to kill them. So this the pale-faced man control this internet and all that shit. So I just had to go where he at. He got his cronies all on TV. So I go to TV, look at him, pay attention to him, come back, and or spit it out to you what the spirit gave to me. Help you expose them too. Because it's good when you got eyes to see that can really see in the spirit realm. All them shows is the white man show. Every last one of them. All of them, my brother. But you're right. The Oscars definitely for them pale faces. Definitely. Now they writing reviews talking about some. They're outraged. That's what's the act. They're outraged at the violence. How the hell the Oscars gonna tell me they are outraged at violence and they got the most violent movies that they giving actors awards for? They got some of the most violent movies. Bruce Willis been getting awards, and goddamn it, Sylvester Stallone, shit. Rambo was getting awards, and the Terminator was getting awards. Violence is all throughout Hollywood and the Oscars, but they was upset about a fake slap. Y'all fake slap motherfuckers all the time in movies. So what the Oscars talking about? They was upset about. They were outraged. These devils play together on the minds and hearts of the people all the time. So I see ain't nobody want to challenge me. Give you about 3, 4, 5 more minutes now. I'm up for a good challenge. Don't go back and talk it, make indirect videos. Talk to me right now. Tell me right now, this why you wrong, bro. We should honor a man that go on movies and big old screen now, and kiss men in the mouth. We should honor that. Yeah, we should overlook that. Come on and tell me, give me the reason why, the logic I want to hear. Right. A lot of white actors have fought on set leads of times. Right. Right. They be in there scrapping in the backstage and act them honkies. Y'all want to keep on taking up for an organization that has been put on the planet to deceive the masses and make man and woman hate each other. Y'all don't see it. You're still honoring such organizations. Hollywood is not about long marriages, not about success as man and woman and child. It's not about that. They're putting the so-called transgenders' rights above women's rights. They're calling us cis men and you all cis women. And they have laws that are being written into existence by politicians on the regular. They're writing you out in the courts, is what I'm saying. As women, you will be written out in the courts. Birth certificates can be changed. The baby you know you had, the gender of the child you know you had. They can change. Your child can go to school and say that they want to change themselves. And there's money set aside by these governments, your mayors, your aldermen, your commissioners, your state reps, your Fed reps, your senators, Democrats. They're writing you out of existence, woman. Hollywood is helping to write you out of existence. They don't want women on the planet. Damn. All right, no challenges. I kind of figured that. And I'm not saying that in an arrogant way. But truth is just true. And I try to give it in a thorough way, so that I answer every question that may arise before I'm done. Because my intention is not to make you feel bad. I'm trying to open up your eyes so that you see your surroundings and just may not be what you have been thinking they are. And maybe you should open up your eyes a little wider. Maybe you should learn about the history of television and the connection to hormone blockers and puberty blockers in children. The protection of trans kids and all that. Like, what's that actor? Isaiah Washington, I believe that's his name, had on a shirt not too long, some years back, protect trans kids. They might be a female. Yeah, it's very interesting how America is really ran. The transgenders are the gods of the pale-faced man. Period. That's their gatekeeper to Sodom and Gomorrah, to sexual dysfunction and depravity, into Pandora's box. That's what we've been led to. That's why we're in a pandemic now. Pandora's box has been opened. And the transgender is the star of the show. And they're using Hollywood every day, globally, to deceive you. Remember that. Until you see my face again, family, take care of you and yours. Alito.